We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
On play action, Lance. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
After the turnover, here's Murray. The loop, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. A first carry here for J.J. Taylor. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Lance. Flushed out right. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Sermon. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Again with Sermon. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Trey Sermon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Murray going to throw. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position. And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands. Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Lance going to throw. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 8 on the air. And the 49ers have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. McLaughlin for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Murray now. He'll get this off to Taylor. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be a second down.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat, in every meeting with reporters. This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Throwing again on second down. Murray. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset. For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
They go back to the air here after the under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
And a Dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Completes it to Samuel. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Lance, he'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. And they'll run with Sermon. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Trey Sermon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Cardinals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Well, remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Taylor. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs? Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Working with a 2nd and 4. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
The Cardinals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
57, Mike, 57. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 57. 57. Come on. It's coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On first down, Lance getting this out to the flat. Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Shotgun now for Lance. Flush to his right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Sermon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the 49ers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Murray now to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Niners are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Murray escaping the pressure right. He's going to look deep for more. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He's going to let it go again. And now here is another interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own. Six-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. That's swung out to Mostert. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Lance going to keep it on the option. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Chase Claypool with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through. To extend the lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now Murray off play action. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Murray. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 34. And his guys will take